is Act 1, Scene 1. Pretty much what happens is Francisco, Bernardo, Horatio, they see the ghost of King Hamlet, and pretty much they, and this is the first time we see the ghost. Enter Bernardo and Francisco, two sentinels.
Who goes there?
Nay, answer me. Stand and unfold yourself.
Long live the king.
Bernardo?
He.
You come most carefully upon your hour.
'Tis now struck 12. Get thee to bed, Francisco.
For this relief much thanks. 'Tis bitter cold, and I am sick at heart.
Have you had quiet guard?
Not a mouse stirring.
Well, good night. If you do meet Horatio and Marcellus, the rivals of my watch, bid them haste. Start.
Enter Horatio and Marcellus.
I think I hear them. Stand ho. Who's there?
Friends to this ground.
And linemen to the Dane.
Give you good night.
Oh, farewell, honest soldier, who hath relieved you?
Bernardo hath my place. Give you good night.
Francisco exits.
Hola, Bernardo.
Say what? Is Horatio there?
A piece of him.
Welcome, Horatio. Welcome, good Marcellus.
What has this thing appeared again tonight?
I have seen nothing.
Horatio says 'tis but our fantasy, and will not let belief take hold of him. Touching this dreaded sight twice seen of us. Therefore I have threatened him along with us watching minutes of this night, that if again this apparition came along, he will prove our eyes and speak to it.
Tush, tush, 'twill not appear.
Sit down a while, and let us once again assail your ears, that are so fortified against our story, what we have seen, what we have tonight seen.
Well, sit we down, and let us hear Bernardo speak of this.
Last night of all, when yon same star that westward from the pole had made his course to illuminate that part of heaven, where now it burns, Marcellus and myself, the bell then beating one.
Enter Ghost.
Look where it comes again!
In the same figure, like the king that's dead.
That scholar, speak to Horatio.
Looks he not like the king? Mark it, Horatio.
Most like it, it hairs me with fear and wonder.
It would be spoke to.
Speak to Horatio.
What art thou usurped this time of night, together with fair and warlike form, in which the majesty of buried Denmark did sometimes march? By heaven, I charge thee, speak.
It is offended.
See, it stalks away.
Stay, speak, speak, I charge thee, speak! Ghost exits.
'Tis gone, and will not answer.
How now, Horatio? You tremble and look pale. Is this not more than fantasy? What think you are?
Before my God, I might not disbelieve without the sensible and true avouch of mine own eyes.
Is it not like the king?
As thou art to thyself, such was the very armor he had on when he ambitious Norway combated. So frowned he once when, in an angry parle, he smote the sledded poleaxe on the ice. 'Tis strange.
Thus twice before, and jump at this dead hour, with martial stock hath he gone by our watch.
In what particular thought to work, I know not, but in the gross scope of mine opinion, this bodes some strange eruption to our state.
Good, now. Sit down and tell me, he that knows, why the same strict and observant watch so nightly tolls this subject of the land, and why such daily cast of brazen cannon and foreign mart in plants of war. Why such impress of shipwrecks and sore task does not divide the Sunday from the week? What might be toward this sweaty haste doth make the night joint laborer with the day? Who isn't that can inform me?
That can I, at least the whisperer goes so. Our last king, whose image even but now appeared to us, was, as you know, by Fortinbras of Norway, thereto pricked on by most emulate pride, dared to combat, in which our valiant Hamlet, for so this side of our known world esteemed him, did slay this Fortinbras, who by a sealed compact, well ratified by law and heraldry, did forfeit with all his life all those his lands which he stood seized to the conqueror. Against the which a moiety competent was gagged by our king, which had returned to the inheritance of Fortinbras. He had been vanquisher as by the same comart and carriage of this article designed. His fell to Hamlet, now Sir young Fortinbras, of unimproved mental and hot and full, hath in the skirts of Norway here and there sharked up a list lawless resolutes for food and diet to some enterprise that hath a stomach in it, which is no other, as doth well appear unto our state, but to recover of us, by strong hand in terms of compulsatory, those for said lands by his father lost. And this, I take it, is the main motive of our preparations, the source of this our watch, and the chief head of this post haste and rummage in the land.
I think it be no other, but even so, while it may sort that this pretentious figure comes armed through our watch, so like the king, that was and is the question of these wars.
A mote it is to trouble the mind's eye, in the most high and palmy state of Rome. A little ere the most mightiest Julius fell, the grave stood tentless, and the sheeted dead did squeak and gibber in the Roman streets, as the stars with trains of fire and dews of blood, disasters in the sun, and the most moist star, upon whose influence Neptune's empire stands, was sick almost to doomsday with eclipse, and even like the precurse of feared events, as harbingers preceding still the fates, and prolonged to the omen coming on, have heaven and earth together demonstrated unto our climatures and countrymen. Enter Ghost. But soft, behold, lo, where it comes again. I'll cross it though it blast me, stay illusion. If thou hast any sound or use of voice, speak to me. If there be any good thing to be done that may to thee do ease and grace to me, speak to me. If thou art privy to thy country's fate, which happily foreknowing may avoid, O speak. Or if thou hast upward in thy life extorted treasure in a womb of earth, for which they say, you, spirits oft walk in death, speak of it. Stay and speak of it. Stop it, Marcellus.
Should I strike it with my partisan?
Do, if it will not stand. Stay and speak of it. Stop it, Marcellus.
Oh. Okay, wait.
Do you other?
Bernardo hath my place. Give you good night.
Francisco exits. Some strange eruption to our state.
Good. Now, sit down and tell me. Are we not gonna do sitting
I kind of forgot about that.
Yes.
Action.
Look where it comes again.
In the same figure, like the king that's dead.
Thou art a scholar. Speak to it, Horatio.
Looks he not like the king? Mark it, Horatio.
Most like it. It harrows me with fear and wonder.
It would be spoke to.
Speak to it, Horatio.
What art thou that usurps this night? Oh,
It be
Look where it comes again.
in the same figure, like the king that's dead.
Thou art a scholar. Speak to it, Horatio.
looks he not like the king? Mark it, Horatio. Wait, I just read the wrong part.